Dana Perino, one of America's most trusted and composed voices, has spent decades shaping national conversations. From the intense halls of the White House briefing room to major shows like The Five and America's Newsroom, she has become the calm at the center of every storm. Yet the woman who stood behind the podium during some of the nation's hardest moments began life far from power. Raised in a small Wyoming town without privilege, she carved her path to Washington through discipline, grit, and unwavering determination. Now at 53, behind the familiar radiant smile, Dana faces a chapter far more painful than any media battle, one marked by quiet losses and wounds only she understands. Before we begin, please like this video as a gesture of respect for a woman who rose from obscurity to become a pillar of strength, and who now faces a darkness no camera has captured. Grief entered Dana's life early. Born on May 9, 1972 in Evanston, Wyoming, the harsh landscape taught her resilience before she knew the word. She lived there only until age 2, yet the solitude, the wind, and the vastness left an imprint she carried forever. "Wyoming lives in my bones," she would later say. When her family moved to Denver, Dana grew up in a modest, quiet home built on responsibility. Her father taught her to pay attention to the world. Her mother taught her emotional steadiness. These lessons became the backbone of her adulthood. Every summer, Dana returned to her grandfather's Wyoming ranch. At 9, she woke before sunrise to carry water, clean stalls, and mend fences. The ranch gave her structure, discipline, and a deeper kind of strength, one earned, not awarded. Back in Denver, limited means pushed her to work early. By her teens, she handled pre-dawn shifts at a PBS affiliate and late nights at a radio station, building the steadiness that would define her career. One childhood memory stayed with her: an illustrated Bible lost during a family move. Years later, a viewer mailed her the same edition, unlocking emotions she had long tucked away. "It felt like a piece of my childhood came home," she said. Every bit of composure and discipline America would one day admire was forged in those early years, in quiet rooms, in the dust of the ranch, in the solitude that taught her to endure. Dana didn't grow strong because life was easy. She grew strong because life demanded it. Long before the White House, she had already learned to stay steady when the world shifted without warning, turning quiet resilience into a strength that would inspire millions. Her rise didn't begin at the podium. It began in small studios, early morning jobs, and the landscapes that shaped her. Through hardship, she carried invisible scars into adulthood, each one a reminder of the resilience that defined her journey. Self-doubt became one of Dana's earliest burdens, teaching her that survival began with finding her own center. She learned to be a peacekeeper and an observer, skills subtle yet powerful, and ones that would quietly become the structure of her career. At university, Dana built a life of discipline, balancing mass communication studies with minors in Spanish and political science while working late-night radio shifts. In dim studios and at a tiny PBS station, she learned to steady her voice, run cameras, and make stories matter even when no one was listening. Hunger, exhaustion, and doubt were constant companions. Washington followed, cold, indifferent, and unforgiving. Starting as a quiet staff assistant, she rose to press secretary for Congressman Dan Schaefer, earning respect through calm precision despite her small stature and being underestimated. Her rise was deliberate and hard-won. When Schaefer retired in 1998, Dana lost not only her job but a sense of purpose. During this fragile time, she met Peter on a flight, and within 11 months married, moving to England and leaving behind the career she had fought to build. That period of isolation deepened her resilience. After 9/11, she returned to the U.S. as a seasoned professional, taking the role of spokesperson at the Department of Justice. Every past struggle had prepared her to stand firm under pressure. In 2002, she joined the Council on Environmental Quality, learning the quiet discipline of high-stakes policy work. By 2005, at 33, she became Deputy Press Secretary, mentored by Tony Snow and Scott McClellan, stepping into a relentless national spotlight. Her first podium moments were filled with fear, but she learned to hold composure even while her heart raced. Tony Snow's cancer diagnosis forced her to face the press alone, balancing grief with duty. When he stepped down in 2007, Dana became the second female White House press secretary at 35. The role demanded constant vigilance, long hours, and endurance that tested both body and spirit. Behind the public trust she earned, she carried private exhaustion, stress, and the sacrifice of personal life. After leaving the White House in 2009, she sought renewal through volunteer work in South Africa before joining Fox News. There, she translated her government-honed composure and insight into guiding analysis for millions, turning the endurance forged in crisis into a steady national presence. Behind Dana's polished calm were private sacrifices. Beside her stood Peter McMahon, the British businessman, 18 years her senior, whom she met on a flight in 1997. They married in 1998 in a quiet ceremony. Peter had grown children Dana respected but never tried to replace. Their marriage did not include children, a quiet ache Dana carried, lightened only by their dogs, Henry, then Jasper, whose warmth filled their home. Jasper's death in 2021 left a profound void, later eased by Percy. Time's passage brought new challenges. Dana entered her 50s, Peter his 70s, with health and age making their presence together more fragile. Loving someone older taught her to treasure ordinary routines, morning coffees, quiet walks, shared laughter. Their move to Bay Head became the home Peter called the last place, offering them both stability after decades of change. Life softened into simple, steady rhythms, proving that love need not be perfect to be extraordinary. Meanwhile, Dana faced profound loss when Tony Snow, her mentor and guide, battled colon cancer. Tony had been her anchor, teaching her composure, courage, and resilience. When he passed, Dana confronted grief both personal and professional. Yet his lessons endured in her work, mentoring, and public voice, shaping the depth the world now sees. Today, Dana's life reflects endurance, purpose, and quiet fulfillment. Her Bay Head home is a refuge of sunlight, books, and memories, not wealth. Shadows linger, the instinctive brace for headlines, the absence of children, but she channels these truths into mentorship, charity, and public service. Professionally, she remains a trusted voice. Personally, Peter continues to anchor her life. Their story shows that love and strength endure not through ease, but through deliberate choice and faithful devotion. Dana's journey is proof that resilience, grace, and quiet courage can transform life's hardships into a legacy both fragile and invincible.